Riveting content. Empowering your life. Welcome to the Sphere. This episode is sponsored by KOG and Company. Are your unique gifts and talents changing the world? Do you desire to belong to a community of unity? Visit KOGpassion.com to learn more about the Unleash Your Dopeness movement. Looking to advertise? Join the Sphere's vast demographic reach of thousands of people all over the world. Send an email today to advertise@thesphere.tv or call us at area code 832-772-7789. Houston Housewives of Finance. For more information on increasing your cash flow, becoming your own money manager, and to schedule your complimentary personal finance strategy, contact the Houston Housewives of Finance today at 1-844-700-4463.
Yo, what's going on? This your man, Kalen Loss, a.k.a. Senor Wapo, where you're tuned into the latest and greatest, the dopest, the livest, the final edition of 2018 of G is for Gentlemen. Do me a quick favor. Go to Instagram, go to Twitter, go to Facebook, and follow me at Senor Wapo 713. That's SENORGUAPO 713. Holla at your boy. We got a phenomenal show in the building. I got my brothers in here, man. My brothers from another style mother. Nate, Royce, what's good? Talk to the people.
What's going on? How everybody doing today?
What's going on, man? Y'all know what it is. Still black all day, every day.
The militant gent in the building, you dig? Royce, how was your week, man?
Oh, man, it was good. Busy,
Yeah.
as usual.
How was-
Everybody wanted to work out after the holidays because they felt guilty what they ate for Christmas. So, it was busy. And then getting these clients together for the new year.
Yeah.
So, resolution clients.
Right.
So,
Yeah. So
it was
your
good.
calendar fills up real quick.
Yeah,
First quarter of every year, your calendar jumps.
Yeah. But I asked for so much money up front to see how serious they are because I don't be thinking they serious anyway. I ain't gonna see them past January or Valentine's Day. So, it actually surprised me this year.
Good.
I asked for extra money up front on purpose. And they was like, oh, that's okay, we'll pay it. I was like, they must have got their taxes early.
Right. Boys got a bonus or something. Right. You know what I'm saying? Nate, how was your week, bro?
Man, everything was cool. Got to go home to San Antonio to see my beautiful mother, Christine Walker. If you're looking, hey, love you, Mom.
Christine, hey, mama, we love you.
Mom.
Got to see my grandma, so it was cool because I don't get to go home often being from San Antonio, so it was cool.
Yeah.
And the Spurs are playing well right now, so I'm in good spirits
Still
about
below
that.
500.
Uh-oh.
Actually, we are not. Check
Spurs,
the records, man. We above 500.
Listen. So here's just for gentlemen, we are all a bunch of athletes and sports heads. So it might turn that we might need to do a gentlemanly sports show one day. We'll figure something out. But I'm telling you right now, maybe you have heard this voice in the background, or for those of you who are watching, you saw this gentleman over here in this camo tiger. Tigers is near and dear to my heart. Tiger sweater. You know what I'm saying? He's a familiar face. He's a friend. He is one of the original hosts with me of G is for Gentlemen. My guy Regis Devonish. What's up, boy?
What up?
How you, man?
Good, man. Thanks for inviting me. Glad to be back. It's been a minute.
Yeah, it's been too long, bro. It's been about 3 minutes, man. How's Florida treating you?
Hey,
You
man.
putting your business all in
It's a blessing, man.
on the way.
I'm back and forth from Houston to Florida, back and forth. So I got to do this more often anyway.
Yeah.
You just got to find the time.
Yeah,
We'll
just
make
schedule.
time.
Yeah,
It's
that's
no time.
easy. It's
No
easy,
problem.
man. So
No
let's
problem.
just jump right in. Well, first of all, how was your holiday, everybody? Y'all holiday was good?
Blessed, man.
Blessing.
Yeah,
Blessing.
good, man. Always dope to see fam and hug folks necks and
For sure.
get eat some food that you probably otherwise really wouldn't eat.
Life's short, too. So
You did.
You know how
It's
it
too
goes.
short,
Very
man.
short.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So let's just jump right in, man. This is the final show of 2018, and I'm excited. I'm hyped. I forgot to set the mood real quick, but let me pause. Bunch of guys in the room. But Regis, let's just go to you. Start off with you, bro. On Instagram, your handle, technically you got two of them, but the one you operate the most and you kind of use as a personal and as your business is Modern Renaissance. It's Mod Renaissance,
Yep.
man.
Yep.
Why that name? Because it's so interesting to me. Like,
well, just a quick,
Renaissance.
just kind of quick backstory. It started just as a music blog, to be honest. You know, we just wanted an outlet to kind of give, you know, people kind of what we were listening to, and then, you know, always liking like underground artists. I like mainstream, but I love seeing the culmination of somebody coming from the bottom and then working their way up. You know, like the Anderson .Paaks, you know, guys like that. Where, you know, I was following those guys when they were, you know, just putting their stuff out on like SoundCloud.
Yeah.
You know, and now you see those guys and everybody's like, dang, that dude's hot. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of how it started. We kind of put a blog together, didn't really have a name for it, but we were like, what could we come up with that would kind of be kind of a sticking point? You know, obviously like a modern view with kind of a Renaissance 15th. Like root. You know, so modern style, modern thought, but the root of everything is very Renaissance.
Yeah.
You know, and it kind of goes back to like the Harlem Renaissance and all that. I don't want to start preaching, so.
Yeah, listen, bro, we'll pass it off and play. It's okay.
It's nothing wrong with some history, brother. We all need it.
Right.
Yeah.
That's really where it came from, like that modern Renaissance where look at hip hop now, that's kind of how jazz was looked at in Harlem. It was like kind of this outlaw, like, what is that? Nobody really knew what it was. And it was like, that's not going to last that long. And that's kind of the same thing with like hip hop, which is very near and dear to everybody at this table, I'm sure. So,
I mean, I'm going to be honest with you, with the world, bro.
Yeah.
Hip hop is now pop.
Well, of course.
At this point, it's pop.
It's mainstream.
But
it's mainstream.
It's not just the music, but it's not just music.
No, it's the culture.
Absolutely.
It's the culture.
From top to bottom, it's 100% the culture, and it's sold. Period. It's sold. So like that's kind of
and stolen.
All the time.
Come on, appropriation.
All the time.
Sampled,
Everything.
Right.
Everything.
But I think about what y'all talking about, how it was stolen and sampled.
Yep.
And I guarantee you, our OGs, man, our musical forefathers in jazz felt the same way.
Oh, for sure.
Hip hop is a culmination. Hip hop doesn't exist without jazz. It
At
doesn't
all.
exist without blues.
But
it
neither,
doesn't exist
right?
without
I was gonna
bluegrass.
say neither does rock or any of that.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, if you go all the way back to looking in like the 40s and obviously the 50s, Louis Armstrong, and then even going around the time that, you know, Quincy Jones started to really do his thing.
Right.
And you see like all the things he's had his hand on. Like a lot of people don't know like all the stuff Quincy Jones had his
Best
hand
producer
on.
of all time.
Oh, no question.
All time.
No
Best
question.
producer of all time.
Every genre.
Best
No,
producer
That's
of all
not even a
time.
question, man.
I just watched his
The documentary?
Hell of a documentary.
A lot of
And
people.
this dude been at it since the 60s. Like,
Yeah.
And it was crazy the people that he met in England. And
Right.
I was like,
But just imagine the
None of that
culture of a cat like that, where people start questioning like who you're dating, who you're doing different things with. This dude was touring in like the 60s, man.
Yeah.
In Paris.
Yeah.
In
black
the
man.
in the 60s.
Yeah.
Like by yourself, like just chilling.
household name.
Right. And then to do all of that and then like get to the 90s, still stay relevant after doing Thriller and all that in the 80s. And then, oh yeah, I'm going to come up with Vibe magazine.
Yeah.
Oh, and
The magazine
also,
that changes the culture.
of course, because he was like, he wanted to be a black Rolling Stone. But then you have that. Then you also have like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Like, what?
Yeah, and that story.
That was his entire concept. You know what I mean? Like, and a lot of people don't know that.
Right.
So there's a lot of people that still haven't seen the documentary. So I'm glad that you saw it, man. It's ridiculous. It's one of the best ones I've ever seen.
It is awesome.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? If something never happens, because, you know, people do sooner or later breathe their last breath, I would hate for him to not get his just due. Like, people not to realize as much stuff if he's done. Because, you know, like, for example, like when Prince passed, people went crazy, but everybody knew everything that he's done. And Michael Jackson. In actuality, this man has done so much on such a level.
Right.
I don't think
there would be no Mike without Quincy.
But I'm saying I don't think it's gonna be such an uproar in actuality.
But it won't. But that's also because he was
he had it like
he's
that.
behind. He's not behind the mic, and past him not being behind the mic, there's a big difference from like the generational gap. Like, not to sound old, but there are a lot of kids, younger people that just don't know and don't have an interest in history at all.
True.
Definitely true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm 36. I know I didn't listen like back to front every Big Daddy Kane album, but I do know I knew who he was and I knew his major hits. I knew Eric B. and Rakim and Don't Sweat the Technique. I knew that. Now, even though I was born in the 80s, I'm a 90s kid. Like, I listened to 90s hip hop more than anything else. I knew about the 80s. I listened to some of it, but if somebody asked me right now, like, who is Special Ed, I wouldn't be like, I don't know who that is. You got kids right now, if you say anything past, like obviously the Pacs and the Bigs, they don't know.
I definitely know, but I had older siblings, so that's why I
Right.
Yeah, my closest sibling's 10 years close to me, so it's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
We say special ed and Kwame, like,
Of course.
my sister was like, I used to have a crush on him, but I remember.
Right, when you were
Yeah.
young, right?
Yeah. And for me, my stepdad, God rest his soul, he was a musician.
Okay.
So, he played keys. He played keys for everything from gospel to jazz to blues. So, that's where my foundation and my love came from, because I heard everything in the car, heard everything, heard everything. You know what I'm saying? And wound up, and it birthed and fathered a love for music, and why, I used to play drums and all of that. We could talk about this music thing a lot, but you mentioned something regarding Modern Renaissance that it's a brand. Give us a little bit more about both of the brands that you run and kind of the essence behind those.
Well, I mean, Modern Renaissance is basically it was a blog. We kind of steered away from that more into like streetwear. So a lot of t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, things like that. That kind of branched out into us doing, some like Sundays, what we call Sunday selections, which is kind of just like pick a DJ. DJs come out and we give them a platform and show them love and tell them, we want you to give us your idea of like the perfect Sunday, whatever that is. So we did that for about maybe a year.
That's dope.
Yeah, and then we kind of fell back just because we were both, me and my business partner, were doing a lot of other stuff, and we just kind of let it simmer. And now we're like, I don't know, I think we needed that break for like 6 months, and now it's like
I'm waiting. I've been waiting on the text.
Yeah,
because you always send it.
I know.
You all
So
like the new one hit, and it goes into the playlist.
In the work starting in January.
Okay.
But that's basically where we kind of started from. Hats, streetwear, stuff like that.
Yeah, that's dope, man. Speaking of dopeness, this portion of the show is sponsored by very dope company, KOG & Company. Are your unique gifts and talents changing the world? Unleash Your Dopeness is a people empowerment movement built to encourage the masses to operate outside of their fears and have the gall to recklessly pursue their dreams and passions in life. Join thousands of others as we unlock the greatness that dwells inside. Shop dope gear at KOGpassion.com. That's KOGpassion.com. And use coupon code DOPE for 10% off of exclusive Unleash Your Dopeness apparel. Act now. Sizes are selling out fast. So you mentioned Sunday selections, right? Yep. So where did it come from?
Well, I know you know DJ Reeks.
Come on, Big Reeks.
Rusty
McGusty, baby.
There you go.
Great guy.
Great guy.
That's around my way. A-Leaf right here, born and bred. Okay. So I know him. I knew, Melodic. And honestly, I met those two, and I met Flash Gordon through DJ Sun. And, just kind of being around, going to events. We started doing an event called Cigars and Cocktails that we did for like a year and a half.
I went to two of them.
You had a good event, bro. But it's crazy how stuff comes full circle, because we start saying DJ something like, that's the Flat. I was like, and he says, he's about to say it. Yes, I used to look forward to that.
So that was one of our events. So, I was always talking to those guys anyway. We're always talking about music and just different stuff. And that's kind of how it started. Me and my business partner were talking and said, you know what? There's not a lot of people that give like the DJ some. So like, how can we give the DJ some? But kind of loosen the reins, because a lot of these guys go to these different parties. Somebody's like, I want all trap.
Right.
Oh, I need you to give me this. And I'm like, that's whack. This dude knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
And especially a good DJ. So, I kind of went to Son about it. He was like, yeah, I'll get to you. So, I just started going down the line. So it started, I think, with, first I did a mix. I did my own mix. And then I sent that to Flash.
Okay.
Flash, do whatever you want, man. Just make sure it's within the confines of, like, dopeness, like funk. Like, I'm not saying it has to be like hip hop. It doesn't have to be. Like, he went through, he loves samples, so he went through like all his 45s, and he would do like the sample, like the original record, like a Shaka Khan record, and then find like where it was sampled and play that. He did that for like 45 minutes. Yeah. You know what I mean?
It was dope about that, man, is you give, because a lot of young cats, I like Serato and all of that,
Yeah,
but the art of DJing has morphed, right? And DJs are musicologists.
For sure.
They're musicians, you know what I'm saying? So you give them an opportunity. I never knew that. You give them an opportunity to actually, let me be creative, bro. Let me actually get in here and create a vibe.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
And not to even leave one of the most important people out of this is DJ Soul One, who's also was down with, or still is down with Sun and Melodic and all those guys. He's like right here because he's from Haley.
Okay.
He's like a big brother.
Yeah.
So, just giving those guys that free reign to make something creative, and it just kind of went from there. So we went from putting it on Spotify, and the first or two, it was like, okay. Then people were like, when are you putting it out? Just like when we did the hats and stuff, it was like, well, where can I get? You know what I mean? I'm like.
Right.
We just did this for us. I didn't know it was supposed to be like a on-demand thing.
No, that's how you know you got something good, though,
like,
man.
When are you bringing the next one out? I'm like, we don't do it like every week, man. It's like
it's curated. Yeah, it's curated, right.
So we started doing that, and it kind of just like took off. So it was cool.
That's dope, man. That's fly. We talking music. We're talking here with Regis Devonish from Modern Renaissance. He's a part owner and curator for Modern Renaissance as well as another. Are you still rocking with Hanker?
Yeah,
Hanker Squares?
Hanker Squares.
Okay.
Just like
it's
everything.
my favorite Pocket Square line. Not just because he's my guy.
Appreciate it.
Mind blown.
Who's the partner in Hanker Square?
AJ Costa.
Bro, I'm going to tell you something. It's either you or him that I exchanged numbers with back then when I first got into the accessory game, because I was like, I need somebody to get the handkerchiefs from.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably AJ.
So it was one of you two. Matter of fact, it's crazy because since I have a handkerchief plug now, I just got the number out of my phone like a week ago. But I remember from being at the flat and stuff like that. Yeah, and I had... Damn it, that's how stuff worked out. Because that wasn't even the first, because I had met him somewhere else, and I was like, oh, yeah, this is the guy.
Yeah.
Where's he from?
AJ is from Katy originally.
Nah, it was one, but yes, I definitely remember that, bro.
Yeah, man. Hanker Squares, man, is a phenomenal brand. Not because it's just my guy, but because the size of it, the quality of it, the sutures, it's short run, so they're going to make like 25, 30 of them, and then it's a wrap. You have it hand stamped. It's phenomenal, man. I can't wait till y'all got some more. Yeah, no, seriously. I can't wait till y'all make some more, bro. I literally
just had a conversation. Me and AJ met up at lunch today. And he was just like, let's just flood it, man.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah. Bro, when I'm ready to swim, if y'all gonna flood it, I'm ready to backstroke, son. You hear me? Pause. Second time I did something like that. No. All right. Anyway.
It's the holidays.
It's the holidays, bro. Let's talk to the Facebook Live, folks. And we want you to subscribe to our show on all the major platforms, including iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play, and Stitcher. You can review our show on iTunes with constructive feedback and share this Facebook Live post and the entire show with your family and friends. You can also donate to our mission to bring enriched and inspiring content each and every week. You can donate at www.thesphere.tv/donate. Also, we got a couple more days. For the month of December, the Sphere has decided to support Hungerthon initiative to help end hunger in America and around the globe. Go to www.thesphere.tv/Hungerthon to donate today. We'll see you soon. So let's keep it pushing, man. As a culture savant, and I want to, I want you to lead this conversation for us, real quick, Regis, man. As someone who loves culture, you talked about the Renaissance, right? Yep. The nod. People don't know that your love for jazz might mirror your love for hip hop.
Probably more than
because of your upbringing.
Yeah.
You're a guy, you love cigars, you love the finer things.
Let's not say finer, just quality. That's
right. Well, okay.
Just quality over
stated.
Quantity.
I can appreciate. I can appreciate.
Everybody. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
See, this is the thing about fine. When I say finer things, that's really what I mean.
Yeah.
I know the masses think finer things.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, they think stuff that you got to pay $1 million for.
No. So I don't want nobody like, You know how I get.
Yeah, no.
That ain't me.
So give me as a culture savant, man. Give me 5 things you think gentlemen should experience in their lifetime. I have my 5. Y'all think of it too.
Okay.
At least a couple.
I had to think hard on this. I would say number 1, first and foremost, is to travel to a foreign land outside of your comfort zone.
that outside your comfort zone is key. Talk about that one.
I mean, you know how it is, man. People, I'm out here, got my passport stamp. Where you go? To Mexico?
Right.
Went to Brazil? I mean, all that's fun. That's the fun stuff.
Right.
What's up with Prague, though?
How about it? And that's fun to me, bro. Right. Let's go to Amsterdam.
What's up with Trastevere, Rome or something? You know, like go somewhere where you can, it's not just the party. Go somewhere where you can learn something, enjoy the culture, understand some things. I think that's the biggest, like, downfall of, like, where we are right now. It's you got so many people that get uncomfortable with other people because they're ignorant to, like, other people's, their vibe.
And their perspective.
Of course, if it isn't what they know, that's wrong.
Right. It's like, that's weird.
Man,
I don't agree with that. Yeah.
The world is big. The world is bigger than Texas. The world is big.
Exactly.
And I would say this: I have experienced that more in Houston than I have anywhere else in my life.
I can believe that.
I remember when I first moved here, I was like, man, how you from the north side, but you never been to the south side? But, you know, like I said, I'm from San Antonio, bro.
That's a different story,
I knew the city like the back of my, like, there's no place I'm gonna live where I don't know.
I'm the same way. I'm the exact same way, bro.
Bro, I was in Dallas last for like a week, man. One day I just drove around, like I was like, okay, I'm gonna be here for a week.
Right.
In case something happens, let me at least kind of know.
Yeah, get my bearings a little bit. Yeah,
somewhat familiar. Yeah.
I think a lot of times, well, Houston's kind of a different city with that, just because this north-south side thing back in the '90s that was real big.
But the thing is, in San Antonio, stuff used to be like that, real bad, and gang violence. Because it was serious. You'd be like, man, just don't go at all. But people still knew what was what. So I was like, that's
a good point though, because
I just couldn't fathom it. But it's not just black people though.
No, it's everybody.
Yeah, that's why I'm just like,
if you're from like Kingwood, I think the city was built where they made it so it's so convenient for you to be in like Kingwood or Woodlands or Spring. Yeah. We don't want you to have to go anywhere else. And it's weird.
I mean, even where I live, I'm not in the city, but where I live, literally, I can walk to everything I need. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know where I am. You know, and it's pocketed like that. So I mean, that's a good point.
I know what you're saying.
I do too.
See, the way I look at it is like, say I'm in a bank vault, right? Mm-hmm. All right, I got one safety deposit box, boom, but the rest of the city is a whole bunch of others. Right. Let me open that box. I'm not. If I'm in here.
Right. Let me see
what's
popping
up. Everybody.
Right.
See what's popping. Yeah.
This might only have 500. I'm looking. This might have golden bricks. I'm looking at every box.
Militant is turned over. He's turned militant right now. Man, trying to get people's safety deposit box.
Nah, but I'm just saying.
Though.
My thing, like I tell people all the time, it's so much stuff at your disposal, and it's right there.
Right.
It's right there.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
Yeah, I agree, man. Regis, what's up? What else on your list, man?
Enjoy the experience of serving others. I think that's huge. I think so many times we just get caught up in like what we're doing, that we miss out on. And when I say serving, meaning like just giving back in some way, whether that's your knowledge, feeding the homeless, doing something for someone else other than yourself. It could be family, it could be, the little homie around the block that's from your area, like something.
Yeah.
And I think that's huge. I think unconditional love. I mean, it's different. I have children, so to experience that, not saying it has to be your child. It could be anyone, you know what I'm saying? And then also experiencing true vulnerability, especially as men. This is for everybody, but definitely for men.
Yeah.
And especially men of color. We're always just taught to be like tough. Don't have no feelings about anything. Don't do anything. So then you become this grown person where you're trying to figure it out, where you don't really know. Like, am I supposed to be like have feelings about this, or am I supposed to like, do the Mayweather, and I'm not. I don't feel it's all good, and you end up
slip that punch, huh?
You end up missing things from that. You miss experiences from that. You know what I mean? And the last thing would be a kind of blue on vinyl, start to finish. Don't touch it.
A kind of blue,
start to finish.
Y'all heard that?
With your favorite cocktail, start to finish. A kind of blue, the actual vinyl,
the 12-inch.
Don't go put it on your Spotify, like the album.
Yeah. I love
one of the best albums ever.
Russ, give me one of yours. Give me one, like 5 things. I know off the cuff. Just think 5 things you think a gentleman should. Just one, not 5, but give me one thing you think or agree or disagree with.
I agree with everything he said. I never even heard of Wakanda Blue, so I was like, oh, word. So I'm gonna have to go Google that one.
Miles Davis.
Okay. I'm thinking, be a part of something that's larger than you. Whatever it may be. If you're a part of a Greek organization, or if you come up with an LLC or a nonprofit and like you said, give back, just be a part of something that can leave a legacy and that can help change lives, because so many of us, we're out here existing. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And you said something really, really major as far as the men was concerned, because one of the first conversations I had with Kaylin was, I went through a situation of a heartbreak. Mm-hmm. And one of the things she said was, I didn't even know who you were, because you were so, and I was. Yep. Because I was raised now, but you better not cry.
Right.
Cry for what?
Right.
What you mean cry? Right. So it was like, that pretty much touched, and I just really got in touch with myself about a year ago to this date, really like last October or so. So, yeah, that's real major. But I think about just being a part of something major. And speaking of major, this portion of the show is sponsored by The Spear. Are you starting your business and looking for a place to advertise? Do you have the need to reach out to thousands of people across the world and build your brand or sell your product? If so, get your product placement and advertising needs handled right here at The Spear. We offer a wide variety of content delivery platforms, including iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, YouTube, and Stitcher. Plus, we have a vast demographic reach within the United States as well as modern countries across the globe. Our enriched content and inspiring dialogue, coupled with your strategic ad, is surely to hit the mark every time. Call us today at area code 832-772-7789. or send an email over to us at advertise@thespear.tv. So yeah, that was real major what you said, man.
Yeah. Nate, you got one?
I do. I like what he said about travel, but I'm gonna go a step further. Learn where you come from so you know where you're going.
It is.
So I was telling somebody, and this is a dream that I have whenever I have a family. So whenever I have a family, one day one of our first family vacations, I want to be able to take my wife and my kids to Africa. So, like, to really just do history, like, if you put family reunions together, talk to grandparents, and really take a trip. And that's for anybody. So, if you're Russian, go to Russia. See where you come from. See why you are the way you are and do the things. If you're Italian, go to it. Like, I think that is something that would be I'm
going to tell you, man, I agree with you wholeheartedly. And when you have children, you really think like that. Because, like, you already on that tip. But then when you have kids, it's like, I really want my kids to know what kind of stock we come from. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just, it just automatically kicks in. So when you have your family, you're 100% right, bro. It's going to be so much stronger. That's dope, man.
Because representation is so amazing, man. Where I came from, you didn't see a lot of positive stuff. So, especially if they can go there and see that everybody looks like them.
Yeah. Right.
And there's buildings. So, like, if everybody here looks like you, who do you think built those buildings?
Right.
Who you think, like, it's possible.
That's why I love it.
It's just hope. Because a lot of people just don't. A lot of people just don't have hope. They don't believe that they can be better than they actually are.
Yeah. Well, you hit the mark. You just said it. Representation means everything. It's like marketing. I work in a business where I've seen people that are terrible at their job, but they market themselves well, and they're still able to climb the ladder. Now, there's some other pieces to that puzzle. However, I look at my kids. A perfect example. I have 2 children that are biracial. I see how my son looks at LeBron, and he loves LeBron. However, it ain't the same as Steph, because he looks like Steph. Even though Steph ain't biracial, he looks like him.
I understand. People used to ask me as a kid, why did I used to like the New York Knicks? Because it reminded me from brothers from the neighborhood.
Yeah. Right. The Knicks that we grew up watching.
The Oakleys and the Masons. Mason had all the parts cut in the sun.
Yeah.
It was relatable.
Right. You do that in
John Starks.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So it's that the representation thing is huge, and I've seen it on so many different levels. And that spoke volumes to me. Was just seeing my kid who loves basketball, and he's like, oh man, he's really good, or this person, he likes Rubio. Rubio's good. But when it comes to like Steph and Clay,
he identifies with them. Yeah.
I just play around. I'm gonna get you the Cavs jersey. He's like, I don't want no Cavs jersey. I need the Steph jersey. I need the Clay jersey. And he's only 6.
I feel
that's live, man.
And that's unconscious. He doesn't
Yeah.
even know that he's doing that, but he relates.
Yeah, that's dope, man. That's super dope. And for me, man, I think it encapsulates like two of yours that you said. I think every man should fall in love.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, that encapsulates the vulnerability part, right? I think every man should literally, you might fall out of love. It is what it is. It's a gamble. Either it's 50-50, right? Either it's going to work or it's not going to work.
but
don't be afraid of that part.
But either way, it will cause you to mature.
Absolutely.
Well, that's the thing. Is like, think about.
man.
I hear so many people that say like, girls, women, and men that say they want to get there, but they're afraid of being hurt. However, scars teach you things, man. You're afraid to ride the bike too.
Yeah.
Of course.
However, you get up and you learn from hitting the curb.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So if it taught, now some people are just stupid. Let's
Yeah.
be
There
real.
are those folks. Yeah.
They're gonna keep
Facts.
doing the same
You're
thing
right.
with the same. Oh, I need the baddest one in here, but she want me to pay and do this and do that, and then you end up, that's on you. However, if you learn something from it, it's not a bad thing. It may hurt, but a lot of things hurt that we learn from. It hurts to get laid off.
Yeah.
It hurts to, go through some of the trials and tribulations of life, but that's life. But do you learn from it?
Of course.
I think that's the biggest thing is like learn from those experiences.
Yeah, man. I agree, bro. I agree, man. And I told you guys on Just for Gentlemen, we love talking fashion, we love talking style, but we like talking gentlemanly culture. How to be a better man in 2018, 2019, 2020, whatever decade year that we're in. I think it's imperative to have these kind of conversations with grown men, varying levels at their career, varying levels of success, but all of us are striving to be better men, better black men, better fathers and husbands, etc., man. And so these are the kind of conversations that I think that we all enjoy. We can talk about clothes all day, that's easy. We can talk about sports all day, that's easy. But how do we grow, right? How do we become better? How do we really make sure that we're polishing that crown that we have on? You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
No doubt. And so with this being the last show of 2018, we definitely want to throw some nods to some New Year's things and let's just hit something real quick on the style tip, and then let's jump right back into some more I think powerful conversations. And let's just talk about. I think there's just really 4 good ways or 5 good things that you wanna look at in terms of when you getting ready for your New Year's Eve, right? The celebration. Number 1 is the black tie, right? The black tie look. We know what that is, but if you don't know, it's a tuxedo. Now, when you wear the tuxedo, it's important that I'm typically not a huge rules guy when it comes to style. It's only because you need to know your destination, right? Like if you're going to somewhere and it's a black tie event, on the invitation it says black tie, look like you in black tie. You know what I'm saying? Because the invitation is specified that you're in black tie. Don't put on your sneakers on this one, right? Don't like have your tuxedo, have your bow tie or your ascot, right? Really look like it. For me, that's a pet peeve when an invitation specifies something and you just deviate because you're trying to be fly. Like, nah, it was a reason that the person who threw the party or the event wanted you to look a certain way.
Of course, man. I hate that. Like my younger cousin, she got married about 2 months ago, and man, it was people in my family at their wedding, and I was sitting in the audience. I was fuming.
Right.
I was fuming, man. I had a conversation with my brother. He's like, well, I'm gonna wear this. I'm like, no. It's not about you. It's about her. This is her day. Wear this for this one day. It was best. She made this.
Yeah, there was a vision behind it, right?
Yeah. I'm like, these invitations ain't cheap. So she put that on there for a reason.
Right.
Just look it up and honor it.
Yeah.
There's a difference between black tie and cocktail.
Absolutely.
Big difference.
That's the other thing that I'm just kind of like, you didn't see that it didn't say cocktail.
It didn't. But a lot of guys don't even. We might need to have that conversation at one.
But you know
one
what?
day.
I've seen that for men and women. I think people don't. It's a fine line.
It is.
Very fine line. Sometimes it might just be the length of the dress that she might be wearing.
Right.
So I think,
Or even the fit.
Yeah. So yeah,
Right.
it's a very fine line. I've known
for sure.
people to go back and forth on that.
For
yeah.
sure, and I think so we know what if you don't know what black tie is, literally Google black tie menswear, and it's just the all black tuxedo, or you can put a white coat on.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You can have a little fun with it if colors are allowed. Let's say on the second end you will do it. You're a little young cat. You want to go hit the club. You want to go hit a lounge.
Yeah.
Well, it's similar to black tie, but when you go into a lounge, let's just specifically talk about lounge. Lounges, you need to wear a coat. You need to wear a jacket.
Yep.
right? You need to wear, and if you really want to really be fly and sophisticated with it, because New Year's Eve is about looking a little bit sharper than you typically would, right?
Best foot forward for the last day of the year.
Exactly, and that's the reason, right? So get you a velvet jacket, a smoker's jacket, put it on with some nice slippers, right? Some chinos or maybe even you can do denim if the spot allows it. You know what I'm saying? But it really, really looks nice.
Man, what I think of, like, especially like special events are going to be in the evening time.
Yeah.
Especially that time, I think of just darker colors are more classic. Like the navies, the blacks, like the burgundy or like the wine colors.
Yeah, brandy wine.
And depending on the black tie affair, you can wear those things because those are just classic looks.
It's rich.
Those solid ones, or even if it's like I saw one, it was like a smoke gray. But it was a dark
that
tone,
charcoal,
and you get it to fit right, and just because then you throw on the black bow tie.
Even with black tie, if you know what you're doing, you can even go something like a tartan pant, right? The plaid pant.
Tartan.
Yeah, I love tartan. You can do a tartan pant with just a solid, smooth jacket,
or vice
versa, or
vice
flip
versa.
it. Right,
Yeah.
exactly. But again, you're still black tie, right?
Even if you wore a complete tux with a black turtleneck,
Facts.
that is proper.
It is sexy,
But-
son. Yeah.
It has to fit correct. too.
Correct. The fit is essential. You know, the fit is essential. So I mean, that's the most important thing in my opinion. Is
I
like
agree.
your fit. You can wear, a really nice suit, a really nice tux, and it doesn't fit right, or it's too baggy, or it's way too tight.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I got two. I wear them all the time. People never know. I have two Target suits. I have two Targets, but I call Manny. Hey, Manfred. Shout out to Manfred Spencer, one of my tailors
Manny
out here.
Freddie.
Yeah, Manny Freddie. Yeah, one of the dopest tailors in the city, man.
Buddy, shout out. Man.
I need to cut up. All right, come on. I don't. At this point, he know me, so I just send it to him. He don't have to pin it on me or anything because he does so much of my stuff.
Right.
But I say that to say, it's the fit. Listen, FOF, man. Focus on fit.
Yep.
Fit before everything, son.
Most of my suits came from K&G, but I just know how to put it together and things like that. Now I wouldn't necessarily suggest you just go freelancer. That's not your thing.
No, that's right.
You gotta know it because you get that East Elysian.
Once you get a little bit more, once you get a little more skin in the
Sam
game.
Mitchell pants.
Of course, you get you a little bit more experience. You learn a couple of things, and then you can really be like, all right, cool, I know. Because now I got to the point, man, depending on which brand it is, I know what size to buy based off of the fit to where to fit me like it's been tailored.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Agreed.
Like when I first time I met you were like, custom. I was like, bro, I bought this. That suit came from K&G.
Right.
I just knew what size. It was like, oh, this type of fit. Okay, and that type of fit, I need this.
Agree. I'm same way.
size.
Because technically speaking, my fit in suit is athletic cut, but most brands don't make an athletic cut.
Yep.
So I know if it's a modern and if it's a modern cut suit, I need to go to 46 and get it cut now because of my shoulders. Right. If it's a if it's a modern cut, I need to go to 44. If it's a slim cut, I need to go to 46. Right. Because they're thinner. Right. And if it's a classic cut, I can just keep it at 42 and just get it cut. You know what I'm saying? Like I know for me,
same thing.
Yeah, I know where it is.
Regular 42, modern, go down to slim 44, and it just falls right in there.
Same way, man. You gotta focus on fit. If you're going to a house party, that's personally my favorite at New Year's Eve.
That's the best.
A kickback, man. But again, it's about looking nice. Put on a jacket, still, but put on some denim. Some distressed denim. Throw on your common projects. Throw on your. You know what I'm saying? Throw in some Yeezys or throw it off a little bit because it's a house party. You're gonna have a lot of fun. That's for me.
I'm gonna show up in the tuxedo and roll on in there.
I love it though.
That's
We
how
know
I did
you
it.
are.
That's how I did it. I had a house party 2 years ago. Bola, everybody rolled over. Samo. Everybody was tucked up.
When just Houston walk in there, it's
I don't
just something
understand,
different.
why? What is the reason that people don't want to get dressed? And that also that kind of falls back into that Renaissance thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think about my grandfather, like, that's what he did. Those dudes they got dressed.
To go to the club, bro.
No, just to go
daily.
anywhere.
Yeah.
Really up until the 80s, you're right.
Right.
But it started back when you said, but in the 80s they used to, because I used to look at pictures of my uncles.
Right.
They be
They
in
were
a full,
fresh.
like
Fresh.
3-piece suit to go to
Right.
the club.
Killing the game, son.
Sweaty. Jerry curl, everything gonna be sweaty.
I will say this. I believe that is coming, like a lot of that's coming back around depending what type of clubs you're going to. I got some line brothers and partners. If it ain't a spot where you can wear a suit or something like that, they're not going.
Right.
It reminds me of like JG, that Rock Boys video.
Right.
I was like, yo, if it don't look like that, I don't want any parts of it.
Yeah.
I feel you.
I think of it's funny you just said that. I think of the Excuse Me Miss video.
One is, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that,
He even had beans in the suit in that video.
And
he was looking uncomfortable
Right.
as fuck.
Yeah.
Even beans in the suit in there, yes.
Well, this portion of the show is sponsored by Houston Housewives of Finance. Did you know that only 4 states in the United States offer financial education? 33%, or more than 77 million of Americans, don't pay their bills on time. Wow. 39% of Americans carry credit card debt from month to month. And 39% of adults say that they don't have enough savings. Please don't become one of these statistics. Let Houston Housewives of Finance advise you on increasing your cash flow and becoming your own money manager by scheduling your complimentary personal financial strategy. Contact Houston Housewives of Finance today at 1-844-700-4463 or email us at info@thehoustonhousewivesoffinance.com. Ask us how you can participate in a complimentary financial literacy workshop near you. Houston Housewives of Finance are the new faces in the new age of financial services.
Man, get your coin right, man. Contact Houston
Please.
Housewives of Finance. Listen, it's been a rough 2018 for a lot of people. I'm tripping because Regis just hit me with something that I just didn't think about. It's just dumb. I was being dumb. I'm sorry. We keeping it pushing though.
All right, cool.
We keeping it pushing. So, something that's not as popular, is popular in certain parts of the country, is watching fireworks, right? During New Year's. I think for me, from a style perspective, the most important thing is you need to have, if you're gonna be a gentleman and you're really gonna be about the style game and you're watching fireworks outside, typically speaking, for most of the country, it's cold during this time of year.
right.
Huh?
A blanket.
A fly blanket and a fly blanket and your outerwear got to be killing. Because it's the only thing you're going to see anyway. And then some jeans and some boots or something. You know what I'm saying?
Nice
A
overcoat.
dope overcoat, a dope parka,
Nice
right?
scarf.
Yeah, scarf, with a Parisian knot in it, and keep it pushing, man. And then lastly, watch night service. If you're going to church, look appropriate. That's all I'm going to say. To whatever the rules for your congregation is. Every church is different.
Yeah. Right.
Some people want it more. Some churches require you to be a bit more formal. Some churches are really laid back, and that's cool. Whatever the environment calls for, but still kill it though.
Be respectful of Jesus.
I
man.
agree,
Bro.
Jesus said, "Come as you are," though.
He's talking about your sins, man.
Talk to the people,
bro,
Nate.
bro,
Talk to the people, Nate.
bro, I'm sorry. That's something that burns me up. If you will not go to work looking like that. You won't go to meet your girlfriend's parents or vice versa like that. That's the most important thing in the world. Man, present yourself accordingly. I'm sorry. That
I feel you. No, you're right.
That runs me.
You're definitely right about that, brother.
Yeah. No, for sure, man. I agree. You have to have. I think you need to have respect at all times. If you have respect at all times with what you wear, you don't have to worry about
And
how you look when you go anywhere.
And I'm not even talking about no suit. I'm talking about just stuff that's covers certain things
No,
up.
I'm with you. Yeah.
Pull certain things up.
Don't be as tight.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's
because
what-
I'm trying to focus. I'm trying to focus on the Lord. But you jiggling and wiggling. And I ain't thinking about Jesus at all.
I'm a pastor to say you come in here with all your groceries out.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand, and Lord knows I love him, but I'm just saying.
No, I'm not gonna. I met my wife at church, so
See, that's what I'm saying. Did she have on something tight?
No, actually, it wasn't tight.
Oh,
She was
okay.
fly though.
Nah, but
Oh, okay.
some people are just
Maybe mine's gonna be wearing something tight.
ridiculously inappropriate.
Yeah. Nah, I agree.
Nah, I
You
feel
got
you.
You got to have
You
a
ain't
mind.
having it. I understand, bro.
Them be the ones that get sad at the back.
I
of
be
the
like, come on,
congregation.
Right.
man.
Right. Yeah. No. For sure. So let's keep it pushing, man. Who we with? Gosh. Okay. So let's. I don't know what we have so much to cover, but you know what? Let's just go here. Let's end it on this one, man. On this last section. Let's play a little gentlemanly game.
Okay.
A little gentlemanly game. All right. So I'm gonna give all y'all a set, either or. You gotta choose one and tell me why.
Okay. Bet.
Cool.
Okay. Number one, Yeezys or Jordan.
Jordans, man.
See,
I did this one because of him.
I got J's. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, he's a Yeezys nut though.
I'm a Kanye fan. I'm gonna say Yeezy though.
Okay, y'all forgetting the best part. The why. The why.
Oh,
well.
say it all and then we'll go.
Okay, go.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
good.
You go ahead.
I have a couple pairs of Yeezys.
Yeah.
I like Yeezys. I like aesthetically how some of them look, not all of them. However, there's a deeper root to Jordans and what it started.
Yeah.
Jordans are
It started sneaker culture.
epitome
Yeah.
of culture.
The culture.
When you hear
You're
Jordan, I think about Spike Lee. I think about Do the Right Thing. I think about She's Gotta Have It. I think about my first time really seeing Jordans. Actually, it's funny that we brought this up. I was at my parents' house for Christmas, and I bought my son a pair of ones, black and red, right?
Okay.
My dad goes, that ain't the real Jordans. So my 6-year-old's like, what are you talking about? These are real. They're not fake. He goes in the garage.
He pulls out.
Pull out his bread one.
No. The very first
Oh,
J's.
yeah.
I have a picture of them in my phone right now.
Wow.
Double-laced canvas, first J's.
Crazy.
You know how much you can get for those right now?
I know. They're with me now.
Right.
Yeah.
I didn't even know he still had them.
So you can take care of them.
Correct.
Right. Pass them down to the son.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
correct.
Yeah. Those don't get sold.
So
that
that's
doesn't
why-
get
that-
sold.
Yeah, you don't get sold.
That doesn't get sold.
That's
That
my reason.
doesn't
If you
get
ever
sold.
sell them, it's a different tax bracket that you're gonna be in.
Yeah.
Once that transaction is done.
Yeah, bro. Nate.
One, because Jordans, I'm real big into nostalgic. So first dope pair of sneakers I bought that I was able to get was some Jordans. It was the 7s.
Okay.
So just off nostalgia, then I always played basketball. 2, y'all call me the militant gent now. I can't stand with a lot of stuff that men say, bro.
Oh, you talking about Yeezy. Kanye.
And at the,
yeah.
Ridiculous.
and at the end of the day, other than I'm a child of God, then I'm black. And in that order,
Yeah.
and I can't rock with. And then I ain't gonna lie,
That too.
I ain't gonna-
I agree with that.
I ain't gonna lie. I think a lot of them shoes be trash.
Yeah.
Some of them is dope, but I think a lot of them just ugly, and people buy them just because it's him.
Right. They feed into the hype.
That's my
Go ahead.
Royce.
Now,
Royce?
first of all, I'm gonna agree with both of y'all because the first pair of shoes probably wasn't Jordans, but I'm saying Jordan has been iconic for so long.
Yeah, definitely.
So both of y'all are right. But ever since this brother actually got into style for the past few years, he has changed style as we know it. Because I got the Yeezys from when he was with Nike, and he had everybody dressing futuristic with
And
the
I
wax
thought those
with the wax
Yeezys-
denim.
I thought
and,
those Yeezys were dope.
Yeah,
I did that.
Yeah.
I do too.
I thought those were dope.
And so my thing is, every single time he decides to change the mainstream of fashion as we know it, he does it with his shoes. Because when we were dressing futuristic, or we even had the pink polos and stuff like that, that was with those first Yeezys. And when we started back dressing grunge, because grunge, I identified with grunge because in high school I couldn't afford a lot of stuff, so I would wear flannels around my waist and stuff like that, so you wouldn't see that I had these jeans on Monday and it's Wednesday. So the whole extra layers and stuff like that, I was already dressing like that. So when it came back around, I was like, oh, okay, bet. But he changed the aesthetics of shoes into the clunky dad shoes now. And not only are every shoemaker doing it, but now we got designer shoes, because I got a pair of Stella McCartney's.
I hate them damn.
But what I'm saying is, so the reason why I said, because he's such an iconic figure that every single time things change fashion-wise is because he has his hand right behind it.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I agree with all you. I think the way is somewhat what Royce is saying is that Kanye is the new Jordan when it comes to high-end street style.
Yeah.
What he's done for high-end street style,
And it's quality over quantity, because
you know what
this
I'm saying?
500 pair of Jordans is getting released.
Street
And
footwear,
maybe 50 pair of Yeezys.
right? You know what I'm saying?
I
think
agree with that part of it.
Yeah.
I definitely agree. And listen, I'm a huge, people used to talk about Ye, like Floyd Mayweather. Oh, he talks so much. He always this and that. And that. I'm just talking about the fact that we have to separate the talent
Yeah.
from the other stuff.
Yeah,
you do.
So do we all think he's a musical genius? Sure.
Absolutely.
Like, he's done so many great
Absolutely.
things. Has he had some really dope things drop? For sure.
Definitely.
But I also think because of the time period we're in, it doesn't matter what you put out because you're Ye.
Yeah, I mean, this is true.
And I think he
And
takes
hold on,
advantage of that, man.
But not to cut you off, but you look at Jordan, he's doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Because That's why he's doing all the retros. Because all the new stuff with these new designers is trash. Like all their new Jordans, all these Team Jordans, all this other stuff.
Definitely.
It's like, move that stuff to the side.
Yeah.
Like nobody's even trying to
Let me re-release now.
They're just not. You know what I'm
That was the
saying?
last
But I
quote
just
there.
think it's more of a, it's the presence of Kanye, and you have the younger crowd of people. Because like most of the guys that are like our age, like we all grew up, like not grew up, we were in college on Kanye.
Yeah.
College
You know,
dropout.
Kanye is just a couple.
That's why it was so hot to me because I could relate back to
Right.
representation.
Album,
Exactly.
college dropout, and late registration.
There you go.
Yeah.
Late
so
registration was ridiculous.
Yeah.
You were doing exactly what
Both
you were
of them
doing at
5
the
mics.
time.
But
Both
then
of
it's
them
like
are
you
5
get
mics.
into this like tug and pull where it's like, okay, well, how's the Pablo album? It's pretty cool. But
I'm gonna be honest with you. My favorite one creatively is
Deep, dark, twisted fantasy.
yeah.
Deep Dark
Yeah.
Fan.
That's my favorite. Creatively is my favorite one.
I think my favorite was the one before that. The what was the one with the bear shooting out the
That was
Graduation.
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 Yeah.
Man,
Yeah,
listen.
yeah, it's crazy.
That was the that
Listen,
was
But
the
just from a style point, if we're gonna talk about style, I think Ye definitely pushes the envelope. I do like some of his stuff, but like you said, I have a problem with you can't come like he can't be on both sides of the seesaw, man. And at the end of the
That's when you
day,
can tell he imbalanced though.
right? Like the dude's telling people how like, oh, you know, it's not a black thing or a white thing. I just want people to come together. But then when somebody asks him about himself, it's, oh, well, when I went over to Italy and I was at Fashion Week, they wanted to treat me like a nigga.
Yeah.
Hold on,
You
dog.
right?
Which one is it, bro? Yeah.
You right.
Yeah.
And that's why Sway was like, what are you talking about, man? But like you've got bread. Like if you really want to do something, you dealing with a lot of other stuff back here that you don't really
No,
want to
he
put out
is. He
in the
is.
forefront, which I get. But
I'm gonna throw another monkey wrench. I love 4 editions of the Yeezys. Like love. My favorite shoe though is the Red October of his.
Oh,
yeah, those are dope.
That's the that's the to me that's my
Nah, they are dope.
that's my favorite of
I
his.
think all of the Nike Yeezys
We're dope.
were
yeah,
crazy.
the Red October is
Those
like,
are all
I
dope.
think
Yeah.
the
game changer, bro.
I've got the ice
And the zebras.
blue, whatever the ones you got.
Yeah.
I got the ice blues, and then like I guess like the very first ones, But all them boots and all that.
Yeah.
You can miss me with
Yeah,
all
I'm cool
that.
with the boots. I'm cool
I'll
with the
just go ahead and get some Timbs or something, dog. Like I'm good. Like all of that.
Well,
I'm good with.
one pair of the boots I do really like.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I got a pair of boots.
Yeah, one pair of the
I
boots I
don't
really
know.
do.
Not
like.
all
So-
of them, though,
So
but I got one.
let's keep it pushing on a gentlemanly game. Double breasted or single breasted?
I got to go double.
So I'm the same.
I've got to go double.
I'm the same. Nate, he over there. Yeah, he over there thinking. It's rough.
I pass. Come back to me.
Hey, I'm still thinking, man. Oh,
Well, y'all think the reason I like double is because of what we said earlier. It's nostalgia. It's old.
Yes.
It's an ode
It's
to the
so-
20s, 30s, and 40s.
it's
When
so
double was double with that
cold.
peak lapel, son, with that
If
4.5
you
inch.
have a pinstripe on that thing.
Oh, cause
with a waistcoat.
That actually,
with a waistcoat.
With a waistcoat.
so that
Not
actually,
vest,
was,
but a
that actually
waistcoat.
was my
Yeah,
answer.
Yeah, waistcoat.
He said a portion of my answer, so that's what I was gonna say. I was like, if it's a pinstripe, I want the double breast. You know what I'm saying? If it's just a solid like just off the wall, like a color that just really pop,
Yeah,
Single.
I want a single.
Yeah.
man.
And then if I've been wearing a lot of single breast lately, I might hit them with a double on the special occasion just to switch it up,
Right.
or vice versa.
Right.
But I was actually looking at a double breast today before I came in.
You know what else I'll tell you
pinstripe.
too? The doubles are cool, right? Like spring and all that. But in the winter, a nice like wool, heavy wool, double-breasted. And the thing I try to tell a lot of people, me and you have had this conversation before, is you get your suits together, right? Like you got like your basics. Like there's some guys, oh man, I don't have enough money to have all those suits.
Nah.
I'm like, dude, I don't have like a ton of suits. Get your basic. I have a black suit I don't ever wear.
I don't either.
But charcoal gray, your navy, and then just pick something else. So you got your 3 suits, and you take the pants from those suits, and then just go get blazers, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
You
now
go
you
to some
kill
sport
it because the
coats, yeah.
blazer. I'm all about like quality. I like nice things, but I also like quality stuff, and also like stuff that I can do a lot of different things in.
I'm with it.
So if I wear slippers, I can wear those with jeans. I can wear those with chinos. I can wear those with my tux. I could do it anything in it. If I get it, Paul Smith sneakers or something like that, I can wear a lot of different things with that. So get those blazers because you can wear that to the New Year's party.
Absolutely.
You can also go to the girl you're dating. She invite you to mom's house. You can wear that to that, or to dinner, or
Definitely flip it up. Definitely.
Yeah.
It's the third one. Peak lapel or notch? It's easy for me. Peak. Easy. I'm a peak guy.
Depending on the cut of the suit, what type of suit it is.
Okay.
He's in the detail.
Yeah, he's no.
Nate
know what he's doing, bro.
Yeah.
So depending on if
Nate know what he's doing.
like I had a double breasted, I liked it with the peak, but the seam I liked it with not. So depending on what it is, yeah.
I'm just, everything starts with corporate because I'm corporate. So
Yeah.
I love peaks, but
But
you
yo,
go in
but
that
yo,
office, they be on that. What are you doing
Right,
too
yeah.
much? All that stuff. Which I don't care. I just don't feel like hearing your mouth. You know what I mean? So
Just shut up.
I
Right.
love peaks, but I probably do more notches just because I could still kill it and not somebody like asking
berate
me
you.
100 questions
Yeah.
about
And see,
stuff.
for me, I maybe if I was to say being in academia, I have a little
you
bit.
can do-
Yeah, especially
you got
higher ed.
freedoms.
I got a little freedom.
you got
know what I'm
freedoms.
saying? Like I got freedoms that a lot of you don't have in corporate. And I'm
Yeah.
at a black school.
Oh,
too,
I know
so.
you like Fishburne and higher learning.
Facts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I have fun.
Yeah.
I come to
With
you
the
know,
pipe.
I come right. I don't do the pipe, but if I want to come with some distressed denim and a dope double breast, then I'm
Right.
tripping.
Yeah, you can do what you want.
You know what I'm saying? Because
that's
it's a
cool.
different environment. So, number 4, pre-tied or post-tied.
You shouldn't ask anybody that.
Bow
Yeah,
tie.
You shouldn't ask anybody
we grown
that.
men. We
You shouldn't
tie
ask
on.
anybody that at this table.
I love pre-tie. I agree, bro. But I don't want. I need the gentleman in here. I think you should. I don't think if you pass 18. Yeah, I was gonna
The
say
first thing
10.
my grandmother taught me was to tie a tie.
Yeah.
And she's like, ain't no grown
Well,
man gonna get no respect with a pre-tie.
Specifically bow ties. I like pre-tie bow ties, man. I mean, oh God, no.
Oh, I was already saying.
But you know what?
Look,
I was
freestyle.
gonna ask you as a trick question because a lot of people wearing the velvet ones now, but
Right, and
when you
they're
get
pre-tied, and they're like the old school, the big joints.
but
Yeah.
but the reason being is because the velvet material is too thick, so it won't actually tie properly.
Exactly. Yeah, it won't.
Well-
Unless you pin it.
It won't
Yeah.
tie proper, but just like most freestyles, you can fix it.
Uh-huh.
It just takes a minute.
Yeah.
You can fix it.
Yeah.
You can fix it.
It's just something to me, just
It's-
extra
it's a harder
gentleman.
tie.
Dude,
Yeah.
I just can't. I can't bring myself to do it. I just
can't
can't.
either.
Even with the big joints, like the Tom Fords. And
Yeah.
all
Uh-huh.
that. I was looking at one. I was just like, it just ain't gonna work. I just have to. You have to find. There are some companies that make like, if you go to Nordstrom's, if you go to like Neiman's, they have the larger freestyle bow tie. I mean, it's on some like Sam Davis stuff. But it, you gotta fix it kind of, guys. Some people want it the old school to hang a little,
Yeah, and
Some
then,
guys want it to be a little bigger.
and I will say this: if people don't know this, typically if you tie a bow tie, it will not be perfect.
Right, you
And
have to fix
to
it
me,
up.
that's the beauty of it.
But a lot of people they'll sit there and be like,
Yeah,
oh, and they'll
totally.
try to get it extremely perfect like a pre-tie. Guess what, guys?
It's not gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen.
It's not.
So
Imperfectly perfect, man.
yeah, but a lot of people don't realize.
Yeah.
that, though.
No,
I
you're
just
right,
want to throw that out there into
Hey.
the Jesus for Gentlemen stratosphere.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hey.
Watch this, Regis, and I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this because of some conversations we've had. Me and the guy, Nate, and Royce have had off the air. Ankle socks or crew cut.
Ankle socks or crew cut.
Yeah, like ankle no show
It
or
depends on what you're wearing.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you know me. I don't. If I'm wearing like hard bottoms, just a little powder on the feet. I'm not wearing no
Yeah.
sock, no show
Yeah.
socks. But crew with what?
I don't.
I
Listen.
mean, unless we go into a video with gang, put on my shorts and hop in the 6'4". I mean, I don't.
With
typically don't
your
wear-
chucks.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
typically don't wear crew. I mean, I can wear them with pants, I guess, but not.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, not with shorts.
I don't.
Or anything.
I mean, I wear my crews. I actually do both. Like if I have some crop chinos,
Yep.
and I have on maybe like a pea coat on top of it, and then I might throw on like a couple of weekends ago I had on some crop pants. I had on my Bread Jordan 1s.
Yep.
And I had on a denim jacket, and I just showed the white of my socks, So
I like
do
the
that,
bread.
and
The
then when
breads
I
are beautiful.
Yeah, breads
And
are
then,
so-
Slim ones are beautiful.
and then when I do my runners, I do my ankle, my
Okay.
no shows.
Okay.
So I actually do a little bit of both.
Okay.
All right, let's keep it moving. And this one is kind of subjective, but let's figure it out. Either a sweet smelling fragrance or more of a fresh smelling.
I'm fresh all day.
I'm sweet. Pause.
Boy, you own it.
Bruh.
I don't know what's in that mug. I don't know what's in that mug. I can't wait to get to 2019 because this is the end of 2018.
What's that old school Nintendo game? You like a sitting duck, man.
Duck
Yeah,
hunt.
bro. Chill.
I let you make it, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it, Nate. God, y'all.
I just say fresh because to me, freshness is a representation of clean.
Okay.
Like, not saying that you're dirty because you didn't choose fresh.
Right, yeah.
But
Yeah.
but fresh is clean.
All about representation, right?
Right.
Again, Nate, all about representation.
Clarifications for people out there. Yo, shout out. You know.
What about you, Royce?
I'm a little bit of both because I got the Bond number 9, the Shea Bond, and that's more fresh, and then I also have Washington Park, which is more sweet. So I'm a little bit of both. I
don't even know what the hell Washington Park is, but I'm finna find out.
Yeah, it's dope.
I'm gonna go find out tomorrow.
I got like 20 colognes, my man.
Yeah, no,
Governor's
same here.
Island,
I'm a Bond guy.
Sutton Place.
Oh, yeah, Sutton Place, yeah.
Sutton
Sag
Place is
Harbor.
great.
Sag Harbor,
is
yeah,
one of my
it is.
favorites.
Soho,
Bleecker
Street, yeah.
Wall Street.
Monts West. Now that smell like Wall Street smell like mandarin oranges to me, so I had to get that one away.
I like that Wall Street, man.
Yeah.
I throw that. That's,
And then
that's
Q.
Like
You have
business
Q?
day. Yeah.
Q and centerpiece for him, and then
I don't have that one.
I'm gonna tell you something that y'all have to go check it out. It's exclusively at Nordstrom. Pegasus by Parfum de Marley.
okay.
It's on the same level as it's a whole brand. Its competitor's Creed.
Okay.
So it's
okay.
Yeah. So it's
And
owned-
Aventus. That's classic.
Yeah,
Creed.
Aventus is classic.
I love
bro.
Creed.
Yeah.
So have you heard of Odin?
Yes.
I heard of it. I don't have it. I haven't
have
even smelled it
number
yet.
1 and number 4 and 5.
Manny said it's the only thing he wears.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to
Get
check that out.
number. What'd you say like again?
A little bit of both. I got it all over.
You get number 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll
So
be at the mall tomorrow.
hard copy book or an audiobook?
I'm hard copy.
Same.
Hard, bro.
Something about reading now. Actually,
I gotta flip the pages, man.
Yeah.
I have to. I make my notes in the. I'm a nerd. I make my notes in the margin. I highlight. You know, because I don't really read fiction like that. So
I don't either.
Like
Yeah,
I used
so
to be the guy when you could type or write the paper. I used to write the paper in. Like
yeah,
it's just
about the leaves of the paper. Yeah. What about you, Royce?
Man, it depends. I like to read, and I find myself more so reading, but I'm on the go so much, and things are sticking with me more auditory now. So I've actually been more audiobooks because I'm driving from gym to gym, or client to client.
Yeah.
So it's
You know
the
what I mean?
it's
So
more
yeah,
time for you.
and it's actually now sticking with me a lot
Yeah,
more than
right.
reading. So yeah, I'm pretty
just-
much. I'm more so I think audio now.
I tried that. It just didn't. So now it's like kids down.
Yeah, and see
Yeah.
for me, for me, the audiobook is convenient for the same purpose because I'm moving around and going so much. But I prefer, I really do prefer a hard copy book. Jazz or R&B? Get tough, baby. We gotta move through these quick because we
jazz.
way over time.
Okay, I'm jazz. I'm jazz.
R&B.
I'm R&B
I'm 90s.
because I need to step my jazz game up. This
See-
brother came here talking jazz. Now I
See,
feel like I ain't
it's
even a man
hard,
no more.
It's hard for me.
But
I want you stupid.
I'm R&B
No,
now.
sir.
Stupid, dog.
I'm like, man, I need to step up my
Listen,
level.
We'll go exchange some stuff. We're gonna exchange some stuff,
that's,
man.
That's
Get
tough
some
for me.
quick-
That's tough for me. I'm gonna link because I'm 80s made, 90s raised. I'm gonna go R&B, but
I love R&B, man.
there's some jazz artists that I think are
There's some stuff-
my 3 favorite artists of all time are all jazz or all jazz influence.
Right.
You
I
see
mean,
what I'm
you
saying?
Put on some stuff on a Sunday, man, and it puts you
Yeah.
way somewhere else. On that perfect Sunday when you chilling,
like John,
way
like
somewhere
John and Duke,
Yeah.
bruh. And then my John Coltrane, Duke Ellington are my 2 favorite artists of all time. It's jazz.
bro.
But my 3rd favorite artist is jazz influence, but he's gospel, and that's Daryl Coley.
Okay.
But he started with Sarah Vaughan and all. You know what I'm saying? Like that's who we came from singing with. So but
Bruh.
that's hard.
Thelonious Monk.
Come on, Thelonious, bro. Second to bro. Look,
Man.
don't get me started. All right, so Jay or Nas.
Lord.
I thought this was gonna get progressively.
If they going at each other,
I mean,
Ether was better than Super Ugly.
I
Boy
love
said super ugly.
Listen,
Okay.
and I'm gonna say this, and Nas is obviously all the things he's done will be, Tab the greatest rapper ever. He's transcended, done all these different things. The other people didn't live long enough to even have the conversation. It's like saying of a guy that tore his ACL, well, he was better. We don't know that.
Yeah.
I love Big, but I get the Nas thing. I mean the J thing, But me personally, the way Nas raps and tells stories, I'm gonna go with Nas.
I agree.
That's just me.
I agree.
That's just me.
That's me. Because he's a storyteller.
Shout out to you saying Big Hit is my favorite rapper.
Yeah,
My
Big
favorite
Hit,
rapper
my
since
favorite
I
rapper.
was
Me
10
as
years
well.
old.
Me as well.
A Story to
Okay.
Tell is
Oh my
still.
God.
And who was
my
he
thing
talking
to
about?
this
My
day.
man on the Knicks. Shout out to the Knicks. Like I said earlier.
Yeah, I actually saw
6'5"
the ESPN article. I mean, the ESPN interview.
Yeah.
They asked John Starks.
Yes,
who
and
was
he
it? Because
said,
it was actually true. I don't know.
yeah.
You know,
Fat-
but
I know
Fat
it.
Davis did have a bad game.
Fat,
Exactly.
Fat Joe said it was Anthony Mason. I'm not saying.
Exactly.
But rapping wise, as far as like, I can see he could be the home somebody kick with. Nas. Business wise,
I mean, come on, you can't. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
but that's important to me.
No, it
So
is.
I gotta.
So you said Nas Royce.
Yeah, Jay has more quotables and he has a larger catalog. But say, man, Nas, yeah, that brother.
All right, y'all ready for this last one? Then we gonna end the show on this one.
All right.
Y'all ready for this last one? Outkast or
Bro,
UGK?
you playing
Oh,
around.
man.
Stop. You know where it is.
Come on,
You
bro.
already know what it is.
Outkast or UGK?
You know where it is, man. Don't even ask me that. You know what I'm gonna say.
Can't tell the
So just
people.
stop.
I know.
UGK, man. Stop playing.
Go
with me.
ahead.
Now I love them. I love Outkast, but you know UGK is just that's born and bred, man, right there. I grew up on that.
We all did. Bro.
I defended that living in New York in college. Dudes was like, who is this? Who is that? What? Stop.
That's the first question I don't want to answer tonight, man.
It's tough.
It is tough.
It is a tough one because they're iconic and they Southern. They were at one point Southern legends. Now they are global legends in terms
Correct.
of hip hop, man.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Correct.
And they who we grew up on.
Yep.
Man.
People always talk about why you thinking people always talk about ATLians, but nobody ever give Southern Playalistics
Yeah.
the props it
I
deserve.
think that's their best album.
I agree. I
Southern
agree.
is, but ATL is.
No, ATL is
different. But Southern is. I
but-
can see from a music
But
standpoint.
the thing about
From a music
Southern was
standpoint.
like Andre's verses,
Bro.
on that album. I was like,
He one of the most
God
underrated spitters.
Damn.
He one of the most
Every
underrated
album.
spitters in the game.
I mean,
Every
You
album.
think Andre's underrated?
Yeah.
I think people give Andre. Well, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna go with Outkast just because lyrically, I think
they are better out lyrically for
lyrically.
sure, no question.
Very much so.
No question.
Because Bun can go, but I would say Pimp. I think Pimp has a better voice
He
than
does.
all
And-
that.
and he just
Pimp
sauce.
carries the
And
record.
he has
He's just
his
sauce.
voice,
Pimp
and his
carries
get on
the
the- he's just
record.
saucy
That's
when he
it.
get on the
Pimp
record,
just
yeah.
carries the record.
So I'm gonna tell you what it reminds me of. It's kind of like when you look at NWA, Ice Cube, he had the
Right.
lyrics, but Easy was, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Easy was
Exactly.
that.
Yeah,
Pimp was
exactly.
that.
He carries
to
the
it.
record.
Yes.
Yeah.
He carries the record. And I'm just real quick. I know we short on time. When I was in New York, like my junior year or something, we're going into the city from like Jersey City. I put on Murder. Now this is after everybody does a
Murder.
UGK. This I
Murder.
put on Murder.
That's my favorite.
So the first verse, everybody's like, "Who the? I mean, you just can't come in. It's Pimp C, bitch. Right?
Yeah.
Who is this? Right. So and then Bun comes in. Dudes is like,
Ride the beat, yeah.
who in the hell is that? I'm like, remember I told you about UGK? These dudes is playing that one record for like a month and a half, dog. On repeat. Like, dog, this is crazy.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
To me, Bun is one of the best pound for pound, get on the beat, ride, and rap.
Oh, yeah.
One of
He's
the
like
best
T.I., he can
rappers
rap on anything.
we've ever
Yeah,
had.
everybody can't catch a beat, man.
Yeah,
He
everybody
can rap on
He
anything.
can rap on anything.
That's why I
yeah.
just love Lil Kiki so much because he make the beat his own.
He was
Right.
before his time.
way
Yes,
before his time.
indeed.
He was before his time.
Absolutely,
Indeed.
absolutely. Just like ballin', just like Jay-Z the same way. MJG the same way. It was before his
man,
time.
Stop with the M. Don't you start with me.
I
Don't
literally
start.
Y'all know me.
Don't
Y'all
start.
know
Lay
me,
it
man.
down.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Don't start
Yeah.
with me.
Come on, man.
Don't start with me.
Pimp hard, go hard. Oh, UGK, man.
Yeah.
UGK. Like they were saying, Outkast. I mean, of course, Andre 3000 can lyrically out rap the both of them. But
All three of them,
yeah, all three of them.
including his
Yeah.
group mate. Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, including this. But UGK, it was mood music.
Right.
It put you in a certain mood.
Right.
So to your point, Pimp had the coldest line ever about that to me. We don't make hip hop. We make country rap tunes. Is what he
Yeah,
said.
yeah.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just it was just true because you would hear the 6-string lead guitar on the joint. You know what I'm saying? It's just you felt like you was at a Domino's tournament.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? In the garage with your kinfolk kicking it.
Man, them boys can go.
They can go, man. They can go. Listen,
respect across the board.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Legends, man. Speaking of going, man, 2018 is about to go, but we need you guys to come back. We're about to go for this most recent edition. Listen, we've had a phenomenal time. Regis, thank you for coming and hanging out with us,
Thank you guys for the invite, man. This has been great.
Yeah, man, this has been a lot of fun, man. You know what it is. Raise your glasses. Remember, you can keep it gangster, you can keep it gentlemanly, but you must always keep it cheap. Till next time.
Cheers, fellas.